Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our 18th class of this intermediate English course. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes,
Good
teacher.
evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Good evening, Joangel, Janaili, Saoni, Joanny Hill,
Good
Good evening.
evening, teacher.
and Angela. Good evening. Okay, guys, so for tonight, we have a long class. We're going to dive into a really long topic, but I think that we can pull it off. I think that we can pull it off. So I'm gonna try to do my best. So this class is not heavy, but we have a lot of information to share. Tonight we are going to deal with the present perfect, a topic I have been talking about since almost the beginning of the course. Okay, so before we start, let's talk about our verb review. Remember that last week I told you that for this week and all the weeks that are going to come after this one, we are going to work with 15 verbs, and the reviews are going to be longer. The verb reviews are going to be longer and a little bit more complicated. Okay, but that is for your own benefit. Okay, that is for your own benefit. So let me share with you which verbs are going to you are going to be studying for this week. Okay, so the verbs for this week are the ones highlighted in purple. The ones highlighted in purple. So, 15 verbs from now on: sing, sink, sit, slip, slide, smell, sew, speak, speed, spell, spend, spill, spin, spit, split. See? Look carefully to the sound in English. It's like s, not s, but s, sing, sing. Okay? So we have sing, sang, song, sing, sang, song, sit, sat, sat, sleep, slept, slept, slide, slid, slid, smell, smelled, smelt, snow, no, sorry, sow, sowed, sown, speak, spoke, spoken, spit, sped, sped, spell, spelled, spelled, spend, spent, spent, spill, spilled or spilled, spilled or spilled. Okay, you can choose whichever you like. Spin, spawn, spawn, spit, spat, spat, and split, split, split. I know, a lot of S, a lot of S. But these are the verbs that you have to study for this week's verb review. Okay? With that being said, let's hit it off. Let's start with our class. So, for tonight, we are going to be dealing with the grammar of unit number 10. And we're going to talk about have you ever been there? We're going to talk about present perfect. And the first homework is this conversation. Conversation, my feet are killing me. Okay, who is going to begin with the reading? Okay, Joanne Hill, who else? Who else? Let's go, guys. Saoni. So Joanne Hill is going to read Erin's part, and Saoni is going to read Carlos' part.
Okay. Can we begin?
Yes.
Okay. It's great to see you again, Carlos. Have you have you Have you been in Orlando long?
You too, Erin. I've been here for about a week.
I can't wait to show you the city. Have you been in the 10 parks yet?
Yeah, I've arrived, been to three. The lines were so long.
Okay, well, what about shopping? I know a great store.
Well, I've arrived, arrived, no sé,
Arrive.
arrived, arrived, okay, arrived, been to so many stores.
Sorry.
I
I've
can't,
sorry, already.
okay, so already been to so many stores. I can't buy any more clothes. Clothes.
I know that. I bet you haven't visited. Excuse me. I know that. I know what. I bet you haven't visited the Kennedy Space Center. It's an hour away.
Actually, I've already been to the Space Center and meet an astronaut.
Wow. You you you've done a lot. Well, is there anything you want to do?
You know, a really good one to take. It's easy today. My feet are killing me.
Okay, okay, well done. Already. This adverb is already. Already. Okay. Let's continue with Janelle and Angela. Janelle is going to read Eddie's part, and Angela is going to read Carlos' part.
It's great to see you again, Carlos. Have you been in Orlando alone?
You too, Erin. I've been here for about a week.
I can't wait to show you the city. Have you been to the same park yet?
Yeah, I have already been to three. The lines were so long.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, how about shopping? I know I got a store.
Well, already been to so many stores. I can do any more clothes.
I know what I bet you haven't beside the Kennedy Space Center is an hallway away.
Actually, I've already been to the Space Center and meet an astronaut.
Wow, you done a lot. Where is there anything you want to do?
You know, I really just want to take it easy today. My feet are killing me.
Muy bien, my feet are killing me. Okay, guys. Remember, this word here, this verb in past tense is met and met. Okay, met. And remember, visited, visited. Okay, so let's finish with Edward and Joangel. So Edward is going to read Carlos' part, and Joangel is going to read Erin's part. Let's go.
Okay, it's great to see you again, Carlos. Have you been in Orlando long?
Two air for a week.
Edward, we can hear you. You're breaking off. Could you please repeat? Casi no lo escuché, Edward. ¿Podría repetir? Se está cortando.
Okay. You two are in and we being air for
about a week. A
I've.
week.
I've been. I've.
I've been.
Okay.
I can wait to show you the city. Have you been to the theme park yet?
Yeah, I've been already bit. So three airline. What is so long?
Okay, well, how about shopping? I know a great store.
Well, I have been really been to so many stores. I can't to boost it anymore. Lots.
I know what. I bet you haven't visited
Yes.
the Kennedy Space Center. It's an hour away.
Actually, and I will already been to a space center in met
Met.
an store astronaut.
Whoa, you are being done a lot. Well, is there anything you want to do?
You know already you want to take it easy today. My free and killing me.
Muy bien. My feet are killing me. Okay, guys, so I'm going to read this again and I'm going to make emphasis on those words you have to practice. Okay, pay attention. Okay, so here we have it's great to see you again, Carlos. Have you been in Orlando long? You too, Erin. I've been here for about a week. I can't wait to show you the city. Have you been to the theme parks yet? Yeah, I've already been to three. The lines were so long. Okay, well, how about shopping? I know a great store. Well, I've already been to so many stores. I can't buy any more clothes. I know what. I bet you haven't visited the Kennedy Space Center. It's an hour away. Actually, I've already been to the Space Center and met an astronaut. Met, right? Wow, you've done a lot. Well, is there anything you want to do? I really just want to take it easy today. My feet are killing me. Okay. So let's continue. So we're gonna go talk about the present perfect. Present perfect. Okay? So I'm gonna give you an idea. Tell me, Johnny.
I have a question, teacher.
Of course.
I want to know what is the meaning of have you ever been in let me see. Have you been in Orlando long this long here in the ending of
Okay, have you
the
been in
first
Orlando
part?
long? Okay.
Yes. Yes. This long. I don't understand the meaning of this long here.
Okay. So have you been in Orlando long? This long is por mucho. Si has estado en Orlando por mucho tiempo, long.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So remember that long, we use it for hair, but in other contexts, it means other things. En este caso significa periodo de tiempo. ¿Has estado en Orlando por mucho? Okay.
Okay, okay, thank you. And what about the part here of Carlos when says, "Yeah, I have already been to three."
Ok. Como veremos más adelante, el I've already been es el pasado participio de be y se utiliza para hablar de estado, de cuando yo he estado en un lugar. Entonces, already es para decir que una acción sucedió antes de lo esperado. Entonces, si vemos la conversación, Erin está buscando la manera de encontrar qué Carlos aún no ha hecho. Y Carlos siempre responde, I've already. Es decir, ya yo he estado en tres. Already le da esa connotación de ya yo lo hice.
Ah, okay, que ha estado en tres. Okay,
Exacto.
esa era la parte que yo no entendía, la parte de to three. Esa era la parte que yo no entendía. Pues está bien.
Ok.
Muchas gracias.
Ok. Yes. Ese been to Se usa mucho been to con la preposición to, porque been aquí significa estado. Yo he estado. Eh, por ejemplo, si usted quiere decir yo he estado en los Estados Unidos, usted diría I've been in the US. He estado en los Estados Unidos. Es decir, no estoy ahora, pero he estado, ¿verdad? Esa es la idea del been. Entonces, been to three, aquí tiene el to, porque estamos hablando de desplazamiento. Entonces, I've been to 3 theme parks. I've been to 3 resorts. He estado en 3 resorts, ¿verdad? Esa es la idea del been to. Okay. He estado en. Ok, let's continue then. Entonces, chicos, voy a mencionar esta parte en español. Vamos a tener un poquito de ambas para que esto quede bien claro. Me gusta que sepan por qué necesitamos el presente perfecto. Y vamos a ver en español cómo lo decimos o qué cosas decimos en español que para decirlas en inglés necesitaríamos el presente perfecto. Por ejemplo, cuando usted dice yo he ido a España, he visto esa película, he probado sushi, he hablado con él antes, he estado allí muchas veces. Todas esas oraciones requieren del presente perfecto. No hay otra forma de decirlo que no sea utilizando el presente perfecto. Si usted hace memoria, se dará cuenta de que decimos mucho ese tipo de oraciones. Yo he estado ahí varias veces. Yo lo he visitado. Entonces, el presente perfecto vendría siendo ese yo he estado ahí, yo he visitado ese lugar, etcétera. He hablado con él. ¿Lo ven ahí? El no es un he, ¿ok? No está en inglés, está en español. He. Necesitamos para eso el presente perfecto. Otro ejemplo sería el ha. Ha mejorado mucho, ha crecido bastante, ha empeorado la situación, ha subido de precio, como el combustible, ¿verdad? Ha. Es decir, el presente perfecto se traduciría en ha en español para hablar de esa forma. Bien. With that being said, let's start with the class, okay? So the first thing that we're going to cover is the present perfect, the meaning and structure. So we use the present perfect to talk about things that are relevant in the present, things that started in the past and are still relevant in the present. Okay? So let's look at this closely. We have the closed chapter. This is the past simple. When we use the past simple, right, we're talking about a finished action. Okay? The action that I am expressing in the sentence already happened and is in the past. For example, I ate my breakfast. The action is in the past. Okay? It's closed. The chapter is done. That's why I use the simple past. But when it comes to the present perfect, we're talking about an open book. It's about life experiences. The story is still open and connected to right now. So it means that whatever I did, it's still relevant now. So in a way, the present perfect connects the past and the present. Okay? In a way, the present perfect connects the past and the present. When we talk about simple past, we're talking about the past. It has no relevance in the present. But when we use the present perfect, whatever it is that we're saying somehow is still relevant for me at the moment. Okay? So there are many ways we can see that, many angles. But for now, just 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 let's just look at this in the simple way possible. It's about what's relevant in the present. Let's just stick with that, okay? Vamos a enfocarnos en lo que el presente perfecto es para hablar de cosas que son relevantes aún en el presente. Nos conecta a dos tiempos. Nos conecta el pasado y el presente. Algo que sucede, algo que inició en el pasado sigue teniendo relevancia en el presente. Ok, vamos a verlo así para que se nos haga más fácil. So, let's continue. So, in the case of the simple past, we normally have a specific time reference. We normally have a specific time reference. For example, a year. I went to Miami in 2020. This is a specific. When I have a specific time, I have to use the simple past. For example, the past simple. I ate sushi yesterday. This is a specific reference. So I need to use past simple. I saw that movie last week. Again, I have a specific reference to the past. I need to use the past simple to build sentences like this with specific time references. But when it comes to the present perfect, we don't use time, okay? When something happened is not important. I'm going to repeat that again. When we use the present perfect, when something happened, it's not important. It's about the experience, not about when that experience happened. For example, I have eaten sushi. Okay? What I am highlighting here is the experience. I have seen that movie. Yo he comido sushi. Yo he visto esa película. Estamos resaltando la experiencia, no cuándo sucedió. En el presente perfecto no es importante cuándo sucede algo. It's not important. Okay? Do you see a specific time? Yesterday, last, ago, past simple, always. No time given, present perfect. Again, do you see a specific time? Yesterday, last, ago. No, it's past simple. Sorry, yes, it's past simple. No time given, not time given. You don't have any reference about time. It's present perfect. Okay, so here we have the basic architectural blueprint of the present perfect. Easy, guys. I know that you have been wondering until now, why are we studying all of those verbs, and why have you been studying the past participle of the verbs? Because you say, well, the base form, I get it. The past form, I also get it. But what about the past participle? What am I going to do with this? Now is the time to use that information. Since the beginning of the verb review, you have been learning the past participle. And it has been because of this. Okay? It has been because of this. This is the reason why you have been seeing the past participle since the beginning. Because I know that we are going to see this topic, and I want you to know beforehand the past participle. So now the present perfect is not as complicated because you know what a past participle is. So in order to build a present perfect sentence, you need past participle form of the verb. Okay? The only way you can build a present perfect sentence is by using a past participle form of the verb. Okay? So, here we have that I need the subject, right? I need the auxiliary, and I need the past participle. The auxiliary of the present perfect is have or has. Okay? We use have for the pronoun I have, you have, and remember that we use has for he, she, and it. So that rule applies here. Okay? For example, I, subject, have, auxiliary, been, past participle, to a club. I have been to a club. Another example. She, subject, has visited, has the auxiliary, visited the past participle of the verb, many places. In the case of the irregular verbs, you know that we have a different form for the past participle of the verb in the majority of the cases. For example, go, went, gone, past participle. Be, was, were, been, past participle. In the case of the regular verbs, it's easier because the past is the same past participle. So let's talk about want. The verb want. Past, wanted. Past participle, wanted. Okay? So the same form of the past is the same form of the past participle in the case of the regular verbs. Okay? Only in the case of the regular verbs. Okay? Let's continue. Okay, so before I add these adverbs, is that clear? The present perfect, the structure, subject, auxiliary, past participle, subject, auxiliary, past participle. You cannot build a sentence in present perfect without the auxiliary, have or has, and the past participle of the verb. You can't forget that, okay? Okay, so normally with the present perfect, we use the adverb ever. Ever means at any point in your life, or never, zero life experiences. Siempre que utilizamos el adverbio ever, chicos, con el presente perfecto, es para abarcar toda tu existencia. Si yo le pregunto a Joángel, have you ever? Y le pongo el ever. Ojo, yo no necesito colocarle ever a todas las preguntas, sino cuando yo quiero hacer ese énfasis de, oye, Joángel, en toda tu vida, en algún momento de tu existencia, ¿tú has estado en Italia? Eso es lo que hace el ever. Have you ever been to Italy?
I'm never going to Italy, teacher.
Ok. Bien. Entonces, esa es la idea del ever. Siempre que ustedes vean el ever en el presente perfecto, porque en el caso del presente simple, cuando vemos do you ever, significa otra cosa, ¿ok? Habla de frecuencia, de cosas que tú haces normalmente, de rutinas. Pero el have you ever, eso es lo que abarca. Oye, en alguna vez, en algún momento de tu vida. Por eso es at any point in your life. Tell me, Johnny.
Teacher, why the auxiliary to and not in? Have you ever been in Italy? For example, why to and not in?
In this case, it's because we're talking about movement. En la preposición
About
to,
what?
movement, movimiento. Cuando estamos hablando, cuando el énfasis está no de has estado en un lugar como dentro, sino de que estuviste allá, de que te desplazaste de un punto A a un punto B, utilizamos siempre la preposición to. Have you ever been to? Si alguna vez te has desplazado a Italia, alguna vez has estado allá. Entonces el inglés utiliza el to, que tiene muchos usos, y uno de ellos es para hablar de desplazamiento. Okay? I've been to. Muy bien, tenemos aquí never, que we know never means zero life experiences. For example, I have never tried sushi. So as you can see here, guys, when you use ever, well, this is a question, but because it's an adverb, it's going to be before the past participle, okay? The same here, never, the past participle, okay? It's an adverb. And adverbs modify verbs. They modify verbs. So they have to be before the verb, okay? The only exception is the verb to be. Okay, so here you have more information about the structure, the affirmative structure of the present perfect tense. Okay, this is the contraction. Okay, so we have the contraction, for example, I have, the contraction is I've, you have you've, he has his, she has she's, it has its, we have with, they have they've. Okay, it's like an F, they've, you've. Okay, so here we have the contraction because you know that Americans like to use a lot of contractions. So instead of saying I have finished, I say I've finished. Instead of saying we have done, we say we've done. Instead of saying she has lived, American says she's lived. Instead of saying John has been, they say John's been. Okay? And here we have the contraction. Okay? Okay. So this is the affirmative. I have eaten, you have slept, he has arrived, she has studied, it has stopped, we have finished, they have left. The affirmative form, right? Subject, auxiliary, past participle. What about the negative form? Simple, guys. The negative form uses not. Okay? Not. So the contraction is haven't, or hasn't. So I haven't eaten is the same as I have not eaten. You haven't slept is the same as you have not slept. He hasn't arrived is the same as he has not arrived. Got it? So this is the negative form. So the negative form happens in the auxiliary. It's a rule in English. Every time we have an auxiliary, everything that happens in the auxiliary. Okay? And in the case of questions, it's pretty simple as well. Have I eaten? Okay? Auxiliary first, then subject, then past participle of the verb. Have you slept? Has he arrived? Has she studied? Has he stopped? Have we finished? Have they left? So there you have the affirmative, the negative, and the question form in present perfect. Okay? Okay, so here you have an overview of the different tenses we have worked so far. Aquí tenemos un overview de los distintos tiempos verbales con los que hemos trabajado hasta ahora. I go to school every day, present simple. I went to school yesterday, past simple. I am going to school, future. Present continuous. I am going to school. I am going to work tomorrow, futuro. Y I have been to school, el nuevo de ahora. Pero quiero que nos enfoquemos rápidamente en estas dos. ¿Alguien puede notar cuál es la diferencia? Yo dije ya que este es presente continuo y que esta es futuro. ¿Alguien recuerda lo que yo había dicho acerca de esto? ¿Cómo es que diferenciamos una oración en presente continuo que use going to de una oración en futuro que use going to? Dígame, Nidia.
Hi, good afternoon. Según recuerdo, teacher, es por el, no sé cómo se diría esto, por el tomorrow. O sea, eso es lo que me va a determinar, por ejemplo, si es asimismo un día de semana, en este caso, bueno, en este caso ahí dice que sería para mañana.
Ok.
Es como la acción que me va a determinar a mí.
Ok, entonces sería, en este caso usted dice la acción, el tomorrow.
Sí,
Ok,
correcto.
ok. Estamos cerca, vamos a ver. Dígame, Johnny Hill, hay algo que es puntual, chicos, que si se lo aprenden, no se confunden nunca.
Bueno, yo pienso que I am going to school es algo que yo hago siempre, que es como continuamente, como algo habitual en mí. I am going to school. Y I am going to work tomorrow es algo que no siempre trabajo mañana, pero mañana sí me toca.
Ok, ok. Hay un detalle ahí. Vamos a ver, dígame, Saoni, que se une a la fiesta.
Yo creo, o más bien recuerdo y entendí, es que el ing no siempre significa que es acción, que es un presente, ¿verdad? Pero no siempre es acción que lo está efectuando si tiene el verbo to be, que cuando tiene el verbo to be es que es presente,
Ok,
pero no que lo está haciendo en el momento.
ok, eso lo vimos también. Ok, chicos, miren, para diferenciar, gracias por sus aportes, para diferenciar una oración, porque el asunto aquí está en que cuando usamos el going, nada más pasa con el going. Cuando usamos el going en presente continuo, déjame yo reducir un poco de garabato aquí, ¿verdad? Cuando usamos el going en presente continuo, se confunde con el going to de futuro. Entonces, la forma fácil de identificar cuándo es uno y cuándo es otro es que siempre, escuche bien, siempre el presente continuo después del to va a tener un lugar. Y siempre el going to de futuro después del to va a tener un verbo. Esa es la clave. Todas las oraciones con going to que terminen con un lugar es presente continuo. I am going to school. Anótenlo por ahí, que lo vamos a volver a ver en la unidad. Cuando estemos en el inglés avanzado, lo vamos a ver de nuevo y se lo voy a preguntar. Y I am going to work es una referencia de futuro. ¿Por qué? Porque recuerden siempre algo. El verbo to be es un verbo que él vive por sí solo. Él no necesita a nadie. Entonces él nos acompaña, no será acompañarse de otros verbos. Salvo aquí, ¿verdad? Que lo está articulando inmediatamente para formar el presente continuo, pero no hay un verbo brillando más que él, sino hacia dónde se va. Yo voy hacia la escuela, o yo estoy yendo a la escuela, que sería la traducción correcta. Yo estoy yendo a la escuela. ¿Ok? Entonces no hay un to, después del to no hay otro verbo, porque ya está el verbo aquí, está el verbo to be, está el going, ya no necesitamos más verbo. Pero en el caso de el futuro con going to, siempre, siempre va a tener un verbo, porque es yo iré a trabajar. Si el going to simplemente le pone el iré, en este caso, yo iré a trabajar mañana, yo iré a correr, yo iré a comer, yo iré a vender. Sí, eso es lo que hace el going to, simplemente dice iré, 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 iré. Pero aquí no se traduce igual, aquí sería yo estoy yendo a la escuela porque es una acción que está ocurriendo en el momento. Entonces, siempre que después de going to ustedes vean school o un lugar, school, house, a pool, lo que sea un lugar, puede jurarlo, eso es presente continuo. Si después del to encuentra un verbo, entonces es futuro. ¿Ven ahí? ¿No se les olvida? Sí. Ok. So let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Okay. So here you have your first homework. Here you have your first homework. Here you have to answer, right? You have to build the questions as I just show you. And you have to answer. Okay? You have to answer. Let me show you something first. Okay, because these questions have and has are closed questions. So that means that they are questions of yes or no, okay? Yes or no questions. So for example, if I have a yes or no questions with have, for example, this question, have you been to a jazz club? Yes, I have. Or no, I haven't. Has Carlos visited the theme parks? Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. Because these are yes or no questions, ¿ok? Yes or no questions. Siempre que usted ve un auxiliar iniciando una pregunta, es una pregunta de sí y no. Siempre. O, para verlo de otra forma, siempre que usted vea una pregunta iniciar con algo que no sea un WH, es una pregunta de sí y no. Siempre. ¿Ok? Eso es para que aquí, cuando estén aquí con los ejercicios, completan la pregunta, ¿verdad? The verb in parentheses has to be here in past participle form. And here you have to answer, okay? You have to use the verb in parentheses. Let's do the first one. Have you done much exercise this week? Yes, I have already been to Pilates class 4 times. En este caso no tenemos el yes, I have, porque miren la coma, ¿ok? Recuerden que les he dicho en varias ocasiones que cuando nosotros respondemos a una pregunta de sí y no con yes, yo la puedo dejar ahí y ya está bien, ¿ok? Especialmente cuando voy a agregar más información, digo yes, respondí a la pregunta, coma, y agrego todo lo demás, que es lo que tenemos aquí. Si no estuviese esta opción, diría yes, I have y listo. Si tuviese un punto. Pero no es así. Bien. Okay, let's continue. Then we have this exercise. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been there? Okay. Here we have to match the verb form in columns A and B. Match the verb forms in columns A and B. Okay, so you have to identify what is the past participle of all of these verbs. Easy peasy. Make is made, write is written, etc. You have to do that. After that, you have these exercise. Complete the questions in these conversations. Use the present perfect of the verbs in exercise 1. So you're going to fill the blank spaces using the present perfect, and your options are going to come from here. So you're going to use this past participle form of the verbs to fill the questions. What you need to look at is the answer to know which past participle form of the verb you need. Okay? Let's continue. Okay. So now, hasta ahí es present perfect. Now let's see the use of already and yet. Okay? Okay. So, when we use already, okay, already, we use already when something happened before now. It happened earlier than expected. Utilizamos el already cuando algo sucedió antes de lo esperado. Como decíamos ahorita, cuando, por ejemplo, tú le dices a alguien, lava tu ropa, y tú le respondes, ya yo lo hice. Ese ya yo lo hice, el already es el que da eso. Yo hubiese respondido en inglés, I've already done it. Ya yo lo hice. I've already. Entonces el already da ese impacto de, oh, ya yo hice eso. Mucho antes. Hace rato que yo lo hice. Already. Okay? So, the position rule after has before the main verb. Como les decía anteriormente, recuerden que already es un adverbio y como es un adverbio siempre va a estar antes del verbo, después del auxiliar y antes del verbo. I've already eaten. Ya yo comí. She has already finished. Ella ya terminó. Ese ya lo está metiendo aquí el already. Ojo, no es que tengo que usarlo siempre. Es lo mismo que ever, never. depende de lo que yo quiera decir. Tell me, Saoni.
Solo en tiempo pasado, supongo, con verbo pasado.
Pasado participio, only.
Ok.
El already se puede utilizar no solamente en presente perfecto, ¿verdad? Pero estamos aquí. ¿Ok? No vamos a agregar las variantes del already en otros contextos para no confundirlos. Vamos primero a dominar el already en el presente perfecto. ¿Ok? Bien. Y luego tenemos el yet. Yet. Until now. Used only negative or questions. Up to now. Ok, el yet, chicos, para que lo entiendan rápidamente, cuando utilizamos el yet es para decir que algo aún no se ha hecho, pero se espera que se haga. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, si Jenely le pregunta a su madre, ¿Have you done your homework yet? Si es para preguntarle, ¿ya realizaste tu tarea? Si en el caso de la pregunta, es para saber si la acción ya se realizó. Si ella responde, I haven't done it yet. En ese caso de la respuesta, aún no la he hecho todavía, implica lo que les estaba comentando. Implica que la acción no se ha realizado, pero está la intención de realizarla. ¿Ok? En el caso de la pregunta, es simplemente para preguntar si ya se hizo. Have you done your homework yet? Si ya hiciste tu tarea. Entonces, la respuesta de I haven't or have not done it yet le dice a la madre de Jenely, no la he hecho, pero la pienso hacer. Veamos un contexto en español. Es lo mismo yo decirle a mi madre, cuando yo era un adolescente, que ella me mandase a hacer algo, a trapear, y me preguntase, oye, ¿ya trapeaste? Que yo le responda, no, no lo he hecho. O que yo le responda, no, no lo he hecho todavía. ¿Se interpreta lo mismo? De no, no lo he hecho a no, no lo he hecho todavía. ¿Recibimos la misma impresión? ¿Verdad que no? Cuando usted dice no, no lo he hecho, usted sabe que fácilmente le sale su cocotazo, ¿verdad? Dígame, Joanny.
Yes, I was saying that yes, that's right.
Oh, okay.
It's a different impression.
Yes, the impression is different. In the first one, no, you are not obeying a command and given no reason why you haven't done it. Entonces, tu madre dominicana fácilmente te dice, entonces tú no lo haces porque tú te gobiernas. O algo así. O un por qué. Mientras que si tú le respondes, no lo he hecho todavía, mami, tu mamá lo coge suave. Porque tú le estás diciendo a ella, no lo he hecho, pero lo pienso hacer. Eso es lo que hace el todavía. Igual sucede en inglés. So, we only use yet for questions and for negative answers. Okay? We only use yet for questions and for negative answers. Solamente utilizamos el yet para preguntas y para respuestas negativas. No olvidar. Mientras que el already, we use already for positive sentences. Okay, utilizamos el already para oraciones afirmativas. So, positioning the adjusters. The already track, subject, have-has, already, main verb. And in the case of yet goes at the end. Yet goes at the end. Okay? Is that clear, guys? Already and yet? Is that clear?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, okay. No, okay. So let's continue. So we have seen.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so there is hope. There is hope that you will. Okay. Okay, so
No, this was kidding, teacher.
oh, okay, okay. You were just practicing, huh? Practicing.
Yes, just practicing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good practicing. So we have seen so far the structure of the present perfect, right? Affirmative, negative, and questions. And also the use of ever, never, already, and yet. Okay, let's continue. So here you have this exercise. Pretty simple, guys. Muy sencillo. Lo voy a explicar en español, muy sencillo. Aquí tenemos acciones, ¿verdad? Como graduating from high school, got married, riding a horse. Si usted ha realizado estas acciones que están aquí, ¿verdad? Le va a colocar un cotejo y a las que no le va a colocar una X. ¿Verdad? Eso lo hace mentalmente. Lo que queremos practicar es lo siguiente. Aquellas acciones que usted ya realizó, como por ejemplo graduarse de la secundaria, usted va a estructurar una oración utilizando el adverbio correspondiente, already. Y para aquellas acciones que aún usted no ha realizado, tal vez gotten married, usted va a utilizar el yet. Por ejemplo, for example, let's talk about number one. I've already graduated from high school. Ya yo me gradué de la secundaria. Y si lo fuera a decir con el yet, diría I haven't graduated from high school yet. Bien, easy peasy. Okay, now it's your turn to speak, guys. Let's read this conversation. We're almost at the end of the class, but we still have one more topic to go. Okay, Joanny Hill, who is going to join Joanny Hill for the reading? Okay, Saoni. So Joanny is going to read Erin's part, and Saoni is going to read Carlos' part.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm late. Have you been here long?
No, only for a few minutes. So have you chosen a restaurant yet?
I can't decide. We can go to a big restaurant or a sandwich at a cafe. Have you ever had a Cuban sandwich?
No, I haven't. Are they good?
They are delicious. I have had them many times.
You really like Cuban food. Have you ever been to Cuba?
No, but I went to college in Miami. I ate empanadas and rice and beans all the time.
Muy bien, very well. Let's continue. Who else is going to read? Eduardo Gando. Who else is going to read? Let's go, guys. Okay, Joangel Gomez. Eduard is going to read Erin's part, and Joangel Gomez, Carlos' part. Let's go.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm glad I have you been alone.
No, only for 5 minutes. So have you shown a restaurant yet?
I can't do this. We can go to a big restaurant and you have some cafe. I hope you ever had the Cuban sandwich.
No, I haven't. Are they good? Are they good?
They're delicious. I have they maintain
Many times.
many
You really
times.
like you really like Cuban food? Have you ever been to Cuba?
No, but I went to college in Miami, empanadas and fried beach the time.
All the time. I ate empanadas Okay, let's continue. Angela, who else is going to read besides Angela? Who else is going to read? Okay, Nidia, Angela, and Nidia. So Angela is going to read Eddie's part, and Nidia is going to read Carlos' part. Let's go.
I'm sorry, I'm late. Have you been here long?
No, only for few minutes. So have you chose a restaurant yet?
I can decide. We can go to a new restaurant or have a sandwich at a cafe. Have you ever had a Cuban sandwich?
No, I haven't. Aren't they good?
They're delicious. I've had them many times.
You already like Cuban food? Have you ever been to Cuba?
No, but I went to college in Miami. I had ate empanadas and rice and beans all the time.
Okay. Someone else is going to read. No one else. Okay, so we have here, I'm sorry I'm late. Have you been here long? Again, long, to talk about time. No, only for a few minutes. So have you chosen a restaurant yet? I can't decide. We can go to a big restaurant or have a sandwich at a cafe. Have you ever had a Cuban sandwich? No, I haven't. You can see the yes or no question. Have you? No, I haven't. Are they good? They're delicious. I've had them many times. You really like Cuban food. Have you ever been to Cuba? Been to Cuba? No, but I went to college in Miami. I ate empanadas and rice and beans all the time. Empanadas is an Spanish word, so it sounds like that, empanadas. Americans say empanadas, but we can say empanadas because we know how to say it properly. Okay, so I already talked about this already. Okay, now you know the meaning of already. Okay, I've been using already since the beginning of the course. Already. Now you know why I use already. So I've already talked about this. This is the difference between present perfect and simple past. Just one more time, remember that present perfect is for indefinite time in the past. We use things like many times, yet, but in the case of simple past, it's for a specific event in the past, like I ate a lot of Cuban food when I left in Miami. No, I never tried it when I left in Miami. I saw a big alligator at the new park last week. I didn't go to the alligator park last week. So as you can see, when we use the present perfect, we talk about, for example, many times. But many times is on a specific. How much, how many is many times? We don't know. Maybe two times, maybe three times, but it doesn't matter. The idea is that you had this many times. In the case of the past simple, we are specific. I ate a lot of Cuban food when I left in Miami. Here, I've been specific about the place, Miami. Okay? And so on. Okay? Okay? So, here we have this another exercise where you have to use the present perfect in the question and the past simple in the answer. Obviously, the past simple starts here. So here, guys, we're going to deal with yes or no questions, right? In present perfect, which means that all of them are going to start with have or has. Okay. And then after the period, like here, after here, after here, and after here, you're going to answer in past, in the past. Okay? So you're going to use the verb in parentheses here in past participle and here in past tense. The verb in parentheses here in past participle and here in past tense. We will talk a little bit more about this in our next class. Okay, this is the other exercise. Okay, let's continue. Okay, here we have this exercise. I know it's a lot of exercise. I told you that this topic is a little long, but don't worry. It's you won't have a unit like this in a long time. Okay, so here we have answers, right? Answers. We have to build questions using have you ever. Okay, we have to look at the answer to build a present perfect question. For example, have the answer is no, I've never sent a text message during class. So the question would be, have you ever sent a text message during class? Pretty easy. All the questions start with have you ever. What you need to add is the information in the sentence. Okay, let's continue. The last topic. We have for and since. For and since. What is the difference? Pretty easy, guys. Pretty simple. We use for measuring time. For is duration. Okay? For example, for 2 years, for a long time, for 3 months. Another example, I have left here for 5 years. We use for duration. We don't talk about when that time started. We only focus on the time that has passed. 5 years, for 2 years, for a long time, for 3 months, for. And in the case of since, we use since for the starting point, when it started. Okay? Since 2020, since Monday, since 6 a.m. I have lived here since 2020. Okay? So basically, the idea is that we use for when we want to emphasize the duration. For example, I have lived in Santo Domingo for 33 years. Yo he vivido en Santo Domingo por 33 años. Cuando uso for, estoy enfatizando la duración. Yo no estoy hablando de cuando inicié a vivir en el lugar. Yo estoy diciendo cuánto tiempo tengo viviendo en el lugar. For. When I use since, es para hablar del inicio. Since significa desde. Entonces se utiliza para hablar del punto de partida de algo. I have been living here since 2020. He estado viviendo aquí desde el 2020. A diferencia de for, que habla de la duración, since habla del punto de partida, the starting point of a period of time. El punto de partida de un periodo de tiempo. Puede ser una hora, puede ser un día, puede ser un año. Yo he estado esperando desde el lunes. I have been waiting since Monday. Yo he estado esperando desde las 6 a.m. I have been waiting since 6 a.m. Siempre que estemos hablando de un punto de partida de un periodo de tiempo, vamos a usar since. Cuando estemos hablando de tiempo que hemos durado, no cuando inició, sino el tiempo que se ha durado, vamos a usar for. I've been waiting for a long time. He estado esperando por mucho tiempo. I've been waiting for 3 months. He estado esperando por 3 meses. ¿Sí? ¿Se entendió eso? ¿Verdad que es fácil? Ok. Entonces, chicos, las últimas 2 tareas y listo. Como les dije ahorita, no van a tener otra unidad tan larga como esta, ¿ok? Así que saquen esa doble energía para put up with this, para lidiar con esto. Entonces, aquí nada más tenemos 2 ejercicios más y los voy a chancear con algo, ¿verdad? Tenemos dos ejercicios más usando since and for. Tenemos este y este otro que les voy a mandar. Aquí simplemente deben de colocar since o for, según lo que les acabo de decir. Entonces, el texto que teníamos pendiente lo vamos a leer pues el jueves, ¿ok? Para no agregar más sobre lo mucho que ya hemos hablado. Y el listening lo vamos a dejar pendiente para no saturarlos más, ¿ok? Y el word power. No se lo voy a colocar para el jueves.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Así es que me gusta. Easy peasy. Entonces, chicos, eso es. Hemos visto, en resumen, we have seen present perfect, presente perfecto, ¿para qué lo usamos? Como les dije, hay distintos ángulos que podemos tener del presente perfecto. Es un tema muy vasto, lo vamos a volver a ver. Entonces, esto le va a ayudar para cuando lo veamos otra vez, no tengamos que decir nada en español porque ya ustedes se lo saben. Aquí he abundado un poco más porque es un tema que nunca habíamos visto. Entonces, el presente perfecto vimos cómo se afirma, cómo se niega, cómo se pregunta. Los adverbios que usamos como ever, never, already and yet y en qué lugar se usa cada uno. También vimos el uso de for and since y vimos la diferencia entre el presente simple, entre el presente perfecto y el pasado simple. El pasado simple, siempre que usamos el pasado simple somos específicos de dónde ocurrió el hecho, en qué horario ocurrió el hecho, en qué año ocurrió el hecho. Esa es la característica del pasado simple. Y el presente perfecto se caracteriza por no ser específico. Es la ambigüedad hecha persona, porque en términos de cuándo sucedió, porque lo que se quiere resaltar no es cuándo sucedió, sino lo que sucedió. Yo he vivido, yo he estado, yo he llorado, yo he viajado, yo he comido muchas veces, pocas veces, de vez en cuando, pero no digo ni una, ni tres, ni cinco, ni 10. No. Siempre ambiguo, ¿ok? Entonces, nada, les voy a mandar todas las fotitos ahora de las tareas y el jueves vamos a tener otra dilatada clase porque vamos a revisar todos estos ejercicios y vamos a responder muchas dudas, ¿ok? ¿Alguna pregunta, chicos? ¿Alguna duda?
It's totally it is clear, teacher.
Everything is clear?
Everything is okay.
Okay, very well, very good. Okay, guys, so that will be all for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this class as much as I did. I love present perfect. It's one of my favorite tenses to
Teacher,
teach.
I always love this class. I always love this class.
Thank you. Tell me, Angela.
Excuse me, teacher. Todavía falta una cosa por leer.
Yes, lo vamos a ver el jueves para no hacerlo todo hoy. Gracias, Angela, por siempre estar activa. Lo vamos a hacer el jueves.
Teacher, ¿cómo se dice eso en inglés, lo que dijo Angela?
We still have
Todavía
something left to see.
¿Cómo?
We still have something left to see. Aún nos queda algo por ver. We still have something. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Still, vamos a ver más adelante. Still es el hermano de yet, pero se usan para cosas diferentes. Significa todavía también, pero no se coloca al final, sino antes del verbo, para hablar de que algo aún no se ha realizado y no se sabe si se va a realizar. Ok. Pero bien de todavía para esta noche. Bien, chicos, have a really good night. This class will be available tomorrow. Have a really good night. See you again on Thursday at 8 p.m. Goodbye.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night, chicos.